Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Abroad Yorkshire, hey up and welcome back. If you're new to the channel, please consider liking, subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Select all rather than personalised, otherwise you won't get notified. If you select all, you will get notified when new videos and content become available. And after this lot, if you're a motorhomer, you probably want to do that. So, today's topic, have you seen from the thumbnail and the title, we've got big news and an update from Greece. If you remember earlier on this year, you might be aware that Greece actually banned motorhomes or thereabouts in Greece. So basically what they said was motorhomes were not allowed to go anywhere apart from on a campsites, and those campsites were only allowed one motorhome, which is a bit mental, totally insane, isn't it? So basically what they were saying is when you're into Greece in your motorhome, you're not allowed to stop. You're not allowed to break down. You're not allowed to stop for any milk or bread or provisions. You're not allowed to even stop in a supermarket car park. You know what I mean? Absolutely mental. So there's been uproar. There has been uproar from all over Europe, including the Greek citizens themselves, saying this is going to hit the economy. And as we know, the Greek economy, it does rely heavily on tourism. It's a huge part of their economy. So there's been a backlash. So the ministry in Greece have had a look at this again, and I've got some bits and bobs on this paper which I'll read out to you because it's 2 pages long, and yes, I will read it out and pick some points up for you, and we'll go through this. So what it says here is the ministry in Greece decided motorhomes were no longer allowed to stop and park anywhere, like we've just said, other than on campsites. Okay, it now says the Ministry of Tourism have held an emergency meeting after complaints from citizens all over Europe as well as Greek nationals, and are now stating the following. There is a complete census and acknowledgement regarding the direction of the new legislation, especially when it comes to Article 27 of 517/2025. Now that's a new law that they fetched in early this year, banning motorhomes. Article 27 of Law 517/2025. Okay, the ministry state, they went on to say, it contravenes the Greek Highway Code. So this is where it's all come about, and Greek nationals and everybody else in Europe have said this law that you fetched in goes against your own highway code, the Greek highway code, not the UK highway code or anywhere else, the Greek highway code. They added, it's become clear now that the provision of Article 27 of Law 517/2025 goes against the Greek highway code that allows the safe stopping and parking of vehicles and or motor vehicles in a safe manner where needed and required. So basically now what they're saying is the law's a bit mental. It don't really make sense because you're not allowed to stop, not even if you break down. If you break down or call off for a pint of milk, you're getting a fine, and it just doesn't make sense. All right, so like we said, that's a Greek highway code, not anywhere else. So the ministry, they went on further to say, the Ministry of Tourism, all right, this is who's recognised this, which there's a clue there, isn't there? The Ministry of Tourism have recognised the requirement to create an institutional framework. Now this is key. So the Ministry of Tourism have recognised this problem, and they're now proposing that this law must be changed, okay, and an institutional framework be initiated. So this institutional framework should allow the provision of temporary stopping and parking for motorhomes, and it specifically says motorhomes, including temporary special designating parking bays for motorhomes, and they will propose initiatives to be taken by the relative ministries and authorities to instigate such provision. There you go. So basically Ministry of Tourism have come in and said, you're going to hit yourselves, you're shooting yourselves in foot, you're going to hit yourselves in pocket here, so we need to sort this out. Okay, so This has been reported, by the way, by News 27 in Greece. So this has just come out, News 27 in Greece. So that's where I picked it up from, because we were going to go to Greece this year instead of Spain. You know what I mean? So that's where we were going to go. And I know a lot of people were going to go. And now they've paid, they're all heading down to Spain. So Greece have probably recognised this and thought, hang on. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds, or euros in their case, that we're going to be missing out on here, big style. So they're looking at it, aren't they? They're looking at it. So it sounds very promising, doesn't it? It sounds very promising. So in short, it says here, a daft new law, or this daft new law has been changed. Or it's set to be changed. It's not been changed yet. They're looking at it. This is brand new news. It's not been changed as of today in June. It's not being changed, but it is looking at being changed and relaxed. So they realise tourism will be hit, and that campsites in Greece are not really the best, shall we say. So if you've ever been to a campsite in Greece, they're not the best standards. You know what I mean? They're not the best standards. And if they're only allowing one van to be parked on a campsite, there's no campsite owner going to invest in their campsite to make the standards up to date, shall we say. So there you go. So in short, they now realise that it's not the best, and it's not the best way to go about it. And as we all know, Greece, they need tourism. It's a huge part of their economy, like we've said. And they know, you know, it's not just you parking up. You think, a lot of people think, oh, motorhomes are just park up and that's it. It's not like that at all. Whenever we go, or the vast majority of motorhome and campers and motorhomers and Vanlifers that we know, they don't just park up. We don't just park up. As you've seen in all my videos, we'll go into town, we'll explore, we'll promote the area, we'll spend money in the economy, we'll eat, we'll dine, we'll drink, you know, we'll buy tourist little bits and bobs, you know what I mean? It's mental. So we do contribute towards the economy, and I always think it's very, very important that we do. You know what I mean? So that's good. That's good that they've recognised that particular part. So yeah, so it's a whole package. You know what I mean? It's not just parking up overnight and moving on. It's a whole package of putting money into the economy through lots and lots of different ways, buying fuel, you know what I mean? It's a big part, and it's not cheap either. So they now recognise that they need to change it again. So it sounds like they're going to also, it sounds like that they're going to instigate off-grid. Let me just get this right. They're looking at instigating off-grid overnight stops and controlled parking in designated areas. So much like maybe the airs in France, I don't know how this is going to work, or whether it's going to be in car parks, in supermarkets and things like that. But they're looking at instigating off-grid. All right, so there's going to be no electric or anything like that. Off-grid overnight stops and controlled parking in designated areas. So it looks like they are going to actually put areas together specifically for motorhomes, okay, which is great news, So as it stands, as of today when I'm recording this has only just come out, the law still stands that motorhomes are banned in Greece, but it is going to be relaxed and re-looked at. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, because as soon as this law changes, I will give you a further update, letting you know exactly what's happened. So well done, Greece. Well done, Europe. Well done, everyone who stood up and realised just how stupid a decision this actually was. And let's all go and enjoy Greece, because it's a wonderful, fantastic country. As you know, if you've never been to Greece, please do go and try it, because it's a fantastic place. The people are so friendly, they're so warm and welcoming. They're absolutely brilliant, wonderful people of the Greeks. They really are. And they're one of the few countries in Europe who still like the Brits. So get yourself over, and hopefully, boys and girls, we'll get an update on the pink paper, and we will fetch it you very, very soon, and we'll all be able to go and enjoy, hopefully next summer, over in Greece. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.
Thank you all for watching this here video.